You're listening to the Nerd to Know Media Network. Join us at nerdtoknowmedia.com.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Wrestling Rewind here, a special episode, our first interview in a while actually, and it's my great pleasure to be working with Impact Wrestling again on these interviews. Hopefully it's the first of many, so thank you to the whole European team at Impact Wrestling for working with us here on Nerd to Know Media and the Wrestling Rewind. So pretty cool interview here, guys. Forgiveness on the sound, I will try to get better quality going forward, but you know, we do what we can. I think all the kinks have been ironed out, but this interview is with Willie Mack. Of course, big things happening now for this superstar over in Impact Wrestling. Of course, he is a former tag team champion, a former X Division champion, and man, we get into some good stuff, talking about his thoughts going forward, what he wants to do in the division, and working with the people who he's worked with so far. So this is a very interesting interview, and again, thank you to Willie Mack for his time and for Impact Wrestling for providing the interview. So guys, check it out. We'll be back here on the Pro Wrestling Rewind. Hey Willie Mack, how are you, man? How are things?
I'm doing fine so far. How about you?
Doing pretty good, man. Excited to get back into talking about Impact Wrestling and everything that's going on there. It's been a pretty busy year. Thanks for asking.
No problem.
Alright, so my first question is about how you ended up coming to Impact Wrestling. How did that come about?
Well, me and my friend Kill Shot from Lucha Underground, a.k.a. Shane Strickland, we got invited to take part in the Lucha Underground versus Impact show during WrestleMania 30, I think it was. And we went up against LAX for the tag team titles. We ended up losing that one, and I thought that was going to be the end of it. And then a few months goes by, Sanjay Dutt calls me and says, "Hey, Willie, would you like to be in Bound for Glory this year?" I'm like, of course. All right, we're going to have you in a tag match. You and Rich Swann versus Ethan Page and Matt Sydal. I'm like, oh, hell yeah. What a better place to start having your legit debut at Bound for Glory, the biggest pay-per-view of the year.
Absolutely. Bound for Glory is one of the must shows of the year, you know, the Impact's biggest show. So it was, you know, I bet it was awesome to make your debut there. But like, you've worked with so many amazing, talented people, even in your tag team run. What was it like to work with all the guys who you were actually teaming with and in the ring with?
Well, it was kind of mind-blowing because a bunch of these people I grew up watching on TV, and now I'm in the ring with them. It's like a dream come true. Anything like that would ever happen to you, but when it happened, it felt good. It showed me that the company had confidence in me that I could hang with the top tier guys.
Fair play. The tag work that you put in was excellent. And after that, you really turned your attention to the X Division. And the X Division has always been that feather in the cap of Impact Wrestling at TNA when it was that. How do you feel about the Impact X Division? What does it mean for you? You know, obviously the moniker was it's the division with no limits. But how did it feel to kind of go in there and work with some of the smaller guys? Was that a factor at all, or how did you feel about it?
Division, I'm gonna try to be on top of it, and like being in the same place with Samoa Joe, Chris Daniels, AJ Styles, Kazarian, Mason Red, Loki, Kid Cash, all those great X Division guys, and showing that, like the old saying went, it's not about weight limits, it's about no limits, and that's what the X Division is all about. And plus, anybody who tuned in to TNA knew that X Division is what brought people to their place. Like, they had the best heavyweight to the world with you two friends, so the X Division. So it felt good to be a part of that after being a fan for so many years.
Oh man, for sure. always a huge fan of the X Division, and I love what you've done in it so far. So that's great to hear. But 2020 has not been exactly what we all thought it would be. But you've been a busy guy. Like, what's your plans looking forward into the end of 2020 and 2021? What is the rest of the year and looking forward for Willie Mack? What have you got planned?
Well, I'm hoping to be on TV as much as possible and get as many matches as I can, because that was one fall the X Division Championship is gone. I could either move on to the tag titles, the world title, or the TNA Heavyweight Championship. So it's a lot of good possibilities. I'm just open like a book. I'm just ready for a page to turn, and anything that pops up, I'm all for it.
So you mentioned the TNA title there, and it's one thing that personally I've loved as a long-term Impact fan all the way back to when it was TNA. I just love seeing the belt. I think it's great. I think it's a fantastic idea. Would you like to go for the TNA belt over the world belt before you get there, or what are your feelings on it?
Either one that come my way, of course, I love to go for the TNA title, because think about it, AJ Styles, Kurt Angle, Samoa Joe, Bobby Roode, Lashley, Eddie Edwards, everybody who was a part of TNA back then had that title, and it's got a long stand, it's got a long pedigree behind it. So, be like, I was a TNA World Champion. Think about that.
Absolutely, man, absolutely. And it's a nice belt too, which helps. But look, I gotta ask, as someone who performs in this post-lockdown world, in the way things have changed now with empty arenas and all that kind of stuff, what's it like performing in that? What has changed?
Well, after Rebellion Night 1, that's when we first got in. It's like a kid when he first learning to ride a bike on trailer wheels. That's how it was. See, not almost with no fans, with nobody to feed off energy off of and stuff like that. And after that first night, it was like, all right, this is what it is now. So instead of trying to feed off the crowd in the arena, you got to make sure those folks at home see everything you're going through, all the pain and anguish, and you just feed off that energy there. And now, I guess we're in the swing of things. We've been doing it for a few months now, so I'm pretty sure it's pretty good. Hopefully it'll get back somewhat normal where you can actually stop somebody and you can hear the crowd go, woo, instead of just hearing an empty room.
Oh man, that's it. It's there's nothing like a live crowd, and I'd imagine wrestling in a live crowd is unbelievable, so hopefully we'll get there soon. But talk to me a little bit about this Impact Wrestling app. A lot of people might not be aware that UK fans and Irish fans are actually able to watch Impact Wrestling for free on the Impact app. So what's that like?
It's a worldwide thing, I'm going to get through it together. And you always have the Impact Plus app. You can download and check us out on there. And we got content, new content all the time for you. And don't worry, we'll be over here. Hopefully I get to come to Ireland, because that's one spot I haven't been able to go to yet. Yeah, I always want to go out to the ICW and stuff like that.
Oh man, absolutely. Sounds like you have a list there that you want to hit when you're over in the UK and Ireland. So hopefully you'll be able to do that soon. And definitely the Impact Plus app sounds class. Sounds like it's exactly what we need right now, more wrestling.
Well, yeah, the Impact Plus app is amazing, because it doesn't only have Impact Wrestling on here. It's got other promotion stuff on here. Because that's the thing I like about it, is we don't act like there's not other companies out there. Instead, we'll put their content in points, so people can be like, all right, maybe I want to see what Willie Mack did over in this company or that company, and it's all in one place. You got to search online for it.
Oh man, absolutely. That's a really cool, refreshing take to have. It means that fans can see your past work and that. And look, that's great. Exposes more people and helps everyone out. And I've really liked what I've seen from your stuff so far, dude. It's been great.
Well, thanks. I'm glad somebody appreciates it.
No, man, absolutely. Thanks so much for being on. We really, really appreciate it. And best of luck going forward. Stay safe, dude.
Oh, no problem. Thanks for having me on, and hopefully I'll be back again.
Well, guys, that was the one, the only Willie Mack from Impact Wrestling. Absolutely great to speak with him. Really super nice guy. Sorry the audio was not fantastic, but thanks for sticking with us. And again, thank you to Impact Wrestling for setting it up. Hopefully it's the first of many. And yeah, guys, don't forget, go over to nerdtoknowmedia.com. All the shows are there. We're on YouTube, Twitch, all that kind of good stuff. If you haven't got the Impact Wrestling app, do download Impact Plus. It's on the Google Play and, of course, the App Store as well. We'll be back next week with more wrestling content. Of course, our Phoenix FM show and the shows that go on the True Opinion channel and here on YouTube, Spotify, SoundCloud, all that good stuff. Nerd to Know Media, The Wrestling Rewind. Guys, I'll talk to you next week here on The Wrestling Rewind.
Thank you for listening to a Nerd to Know Media production.
Join us at nerdtoknowmedia.com.